Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Scarlet Tavern. We're back here with the second part of It Came from the Bridge, where we last left off. I'll just, I suppose I can just read from the little announcement I made for the second part. Where we last left off, our intrepid adventurers had gone from the frying pan and into the fire, sent out to slay some monster inside the fridge, only to find a larger scheme afoot. They went into the Freezer Mountains, as it was called by the vegetable people they met, and found doppelgangers of Chloe and Harold, who were actually just more of the vegetable people who'd been transformed. And they claimed to work under some guy called Al, who the Chloe doppelganger is now leading them towards. Let's get on with it then, I suppose. I think that as let me get my head on straight about this. I hadn't actually thought too much about how to move back into the next part of this. Uh-oh.
Cayde, your head on straight. It's Pride Month.
Oh god damn it, you're right.
Everyone's in the laugh track.
Let me get my head on gay about it then.
Oh
yeah. No. I think that as your guide is leading you further into these icy caverns, they're looking increasingly more and more nervous. But they're just kind of like keeping their focus ahead, moving forward, and you know. The path is pretty winding, and there are some little offshoots of the tunnel that you pass by every now and again. But for the most part, she keeps you on, the straight path, just heading further and further in.
Once again, during Pride Month. Sorry.
Can you believe this, folks?
Can you believe this? I think maybe after a while, she just kind of I think at some point she's just kind of like, sort of quietly aside, she says, well, we haven't run into any of the others, so that's good. I don't know how to explain this to them.
Others?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of us that he got together to do this,
They were talking about like several people going missing.
Were you just going to like replace the entire tavern in one fell swoop? What's going on?
Something like that. I think. I don't know.
Are your others?
God, do I have a vegetable clone?
That's kind of what I was wondering. Yeah.
Well, I don't have all of the names memorized yet for like the counterparts from the beyond, but there's cilantro is that bunny girl, and we've got I think what's oh gosh, I can't remember if it was No. It was definitely Sage that was playing that weird, like, the
I mean,
Weird.
even if you have base details, we probably know our fellow Beyonders.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I suppose so.
Weird covers a lot of bases, though.
If it's weirder than weird, you might be thinking about story.
That's true.
Maybe. The one that changes a lot.
Shapeshift?
Yeah.
Yep, that's him.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Kind of hard to get a solid shape on them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm getting a call.
Oh my god, I was so scared! That's such a scary call!
The boss music starts playing.
Music!
Music is approaching at lightning speed.
Boss music, the phone call! Cayde's fucking dead!
Well, it was a good run, you guys.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Taken out just like that.
There's a really funny joke that could be made with who is swapping out Jack.
Gosh, yeah. Like, we already saw who's swapping out Chloe and Harold,
Yeah.
but, like, literally, we might just stumble into our own food selves. Whatever that entails.
Food gangers.
No, I'm saying there's something very funny that could be said with the name.
Oh. I already
Jackfruit?
see it. Monterey.
Huh?
Huh?
No, I was saying Parsley, because that's my name.
Oh. You know, maybe I should have remembered that they were vegetable people specifically. I was thinking cheese.
Like-
It's just you. It's you. You tune kind. You're the doppelganger.
Because, like, Cayde started talking about there being some, like, spices here, too. Or, like, you know, like sage and, like,
Herbs and
cilantro.
stuff.
Like, herbs, yeah. Just like, man, wouldn't it be really funny?
It would.
Who knows, maybe Cayde already has it thought of. And they're on the phone call right now, so they can hear us. We shall see.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Hello, Cayde. I need to edit out the funniest joke in case you also make it.
What? Oh.
Some player banter while you were AFK.
Okay. Well, anyways, oh, I lost my train of thought so bad. That threw me off.
You said like we were talking about story.
Yeah.
Story's potential doppelganger.
Yeah. I just had another thought of where to go, and then I lost it.
Oh no!
Oh no, it's okay. I think you know, she just kind of continues. Yeah, Sage was supposed to play the shapeshifter, but it was kind of tricky to get it right, I think, if I remember correctly, but they managed to figure out something.
Kind of
and
curious
then
about that now.
It
Know what that
I
does
think
look like.
I can't remember if he ended up having oh, was it, I think it was either Cinnamon or Parsley playing the Fae person.
Jack squeezes for a second. Why did I have that reaction? Anyway.
I was gonna say, are you good? Oh.
It just felt like such an odd pick. How interesting, how queer. Move on.
Alright.
But yeah, we've got quite a few of them covered right now. Not all of them, I think, but you know.
I think it's important to think about the fact that, from what I can tell, you're all pretty much innocent of what we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're mostly presumably trying to deal with whoever your boss is,
Mm-hmm.
because, well, whoever Al is, they seem to have kidnapped us and functionally kidnapped you all, and gotta figure out what's going on here.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that, because you know, I still, well, uh, anyways, it's not too much further now, so
What if it's not better out there?
well, like I said, I never went into this with the expectation that I would be staying, you know. I mean, I at least wanted to see. That was all, really.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm
but
just thinking about how people's first reaction to our appearances was frankly abject terror, and the fact that that would be what you're going to see.
well,
That takes a lot of bravery, you know?
oh, well, and she kind of shrugs. She's kind of like, well, he did explain to us that it would be weird and kind of showed us what we'd be working with, so we've had time to adjust.
Hmm. He seems very knowledgeable about the beyond.
Oh well, he came from there. Um,
Did he now?
well, yeah, that's what he said. He came from there. But he was kind of uh you know, stuck here a while, and now he just wants to get back out and help everybody else get back out.
I don't know if anyone would
Hey,
like to
by the
make
by.
an insight check.
I'm rolling insight on that one.
I do. Fuck! I'm using my physical dice again. Thanks for the
with
7.
every word, Chloe's face is like tilting down a little more, and there's like a shadow growing from the top as she like.
Raddacted is like trying to gauge the situation and is just glancing at Chloe like, is this one of those weird things that happened in the past of the tavern that we're not really supposed to know about? Question mark?
What, my fridge coming alive?
No, I mean, apparently some entity entering into your fridge and
No.
because no as in we're not supposed to know about this, or no as in this isn't something that we're not supposed to know about?
Did you try to like dispose of a body in the fridge and he
No,
just
no,
survived?
no, no, it had nothing to do with the
That
fridge.
sounds about right.
No!
Are you just using like the fridge as like a convenient dumping ground?
I mean, I should. I haven't started, but I should.
I've heard of fridging people, but I feel like in this particular situation it's a bit ridiculous.
You'd be surprised with the capability of this fridge.
You know, I'm surprised that my Chloe has done some bullshit detector isn't going off right now.
It's because for once I haven't.
And I believe you, and that's strange.
It's just no. I just reminds me of someone.
I mean,
Let's keep going.
ew. You think it's some slime mold or something? It did say it was like orange.
Yeah, he is a slime mold.
Hello? Okay.
Well, at least that gives us a slightly better idea of what we're going up against.
Oh, yeah, by the by, what was your name again? I forgot.
It's Coriander.
Coriander. What does your boss look like again?
Well,
Like, do you have a good visual on him?
he's kind like orange and gooey, and he's got these strange things in his body. I don't know what they are.
Is he humanoid or like amorphous? Or
Humanoid. Yeah, humanoid. But I suppose you'll be meeting him soon, so
yeah. Speaking of which,
good luck with that.
Thank you. Does everyone have any spells anyone needs to cast on themselves? Any preparations anyone needs?
I mean,
or...
I've been holding up this mage armor for as long as we've been in here.
How long does
Chloe,
mage armor last again, by the way?
Mage armor lasts 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say
Chloe,
you probably still have it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Chloe, Ashland, you two ready?
Ashland just uncoils her chainsword. Yep.
Raddacted is at least taking out his staff.
Mage armor's a good idea.
Well, we're here, and as she says that, the tunnel you're in, widens out, and you can see a light, more like yellowish glow coming from ahead. As you enter,
if this doesn't look familiar,
a pretty massive cavern. And I would like everyone to roll perception checks for me.
Tavern.
Percepi, my favorite thing. My favorite thing.
Persepi.
Oh,
That one.
24.
We're
9.
across the board.
Oh my god!
Wow.
We've
That
got
one, 9,
literally-
14, 24.
We've got literally the worst you can roll, worse than average, better than average, and 24.
Sees
Yeah.
all. Sees
Um,
nothing.
Everything.
Ashland, I think that you end up kind of like there's a little chunk of ice that's sticking up just a little bit out of the ground, and so you kind of trip over yourself and you can't get rid of the room because you're trying not to slip and like absolutely
It's like
eat
that
shit.
one video of that one guy who just is like treading ice for like 20 seconds trying not to fall.
Yeah. Raddacted, I think that you can tell that this is a big ass cavern.
Yep.
And I think what you're focused on more than anything else is at the back you can see like these little like most of them are empty like TV dinner containers with the clear film over them, except for one which has something in it, and that something is Harold.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Harold!
At least
I'm not
at least
sure if I
the,
want to go in there.
At least the clear film is like it has holes poked into it so you can breathe, but other than that,
God.
it's pretty sealed tight from what you can tell. As for Chloe and Jack, you both see that, but also in the middle of the room, you see what looks like actually a lot of Chloe's alchemy stuff. And hunched over one of the tables with all that alchemy stuff is let me get my little picture here.
Picture?
My picture. Um,
Picture from the gate?
Picture for us?
it's this guy.
Whoa.
Fucked up, man! Also, Jack is shooting Chloe a look. After seeing the lab equipment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
And I think well, I was going to try to give you more, but I don't really think there's too much more to give.
May I roll
'Cause-
acrobatics to see whether or not Ashland, like, faceplant?
yeah, yes. Actually, let's make it a dex save.
A dex save, gotcha.
I don't know if that makes any difference for you, but
Not
I think
really.
that's more fitting.
Hot 20!
Hey!
Whoa.
Stick the
Nice!
landing.
Yeah. But I do think that you as you kind of catch yourself, like you know, as
Just, like, slowly slides into the room.
no, I was going to say like you have clawed feet, if I remember correctly, and they make kind of that scratching, scrabbling sound against the ice as you're regaining your footing. And I think this guy's head perks up, and he turns and looks over his shoulder, and he says, "Now, what's going on here?" And turns fully to face you. And Coriander's just like, well,
You should run,
goodbye.
Jack.
And she turns to like try and push past you guys to just kind of abscond.
I mean, Raddacted isn't necessarily getting out of the way, but he's not stopping her either. He's just kind of staring at this hulking yellowish mass of a being and is like, what the heck?
Chloe's trying to grab her before she leaves.
Oh, Jack was trying to push
Um,
Coriander away so that she could leave!
I think that I'll do let's do
Like a grapple?
yeah, you make a grapple. I'm going to make a contesting sort of I suppose acrobatics. Well,
I was going to ask
There is a
if
chance. It's very slim.
Coriander could have advantage because Jack's trying to help them get out of there.
That's
but...
what I was about to say. We'll
Oh
see
my
if
God.
she even needs
Two
it,
nat
because
ones.
unless she
Two
makes a
nat
nat
ones.
one.
Two nat ones. Two nat ones.
Okay,
Please.
hold on.
I'm putting it into the universe. Two nat. Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her. Let's do one more.
Nat
um,
one. Nat one. Nat one. Nat one.
That's a
Aw.
15. She makes it. She makes it out
Hey.
with Jack's help.
At the very least, meets it, beats it.
Yeah. That's really fucking funny.
Our bargaining chip. Oh.
We can bargain.
Ashland just
with
holds out her, like, chainsword. This is the bargaining chip now.
Um,
Yeah.
and I think this guy, who I'm sure you can assume to be Al, turns to face you guys fully, and he says, "So, we finally meet."
Hey, fucker, give us our fucking ghost back.
No,
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
I don't think I will.
Is,
Why
The
not?
time
is,
for vengeance is finally at hand.
is Harold closer to Al than to us?
Yes, like Al is smack dab in the middle between you and Harold.
Okay, gotcha.
He
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to get vengeance for, but Clearly, there's some beef going on here.
Ooh, actually, I want to hear it. Hey, what'd Chloe do?
Hey, what? Again, it's not my fault. It's not.
What
not entirely-
happened?
It most certainly is your fault, and I'd like you to roll a history, actually.
Oh,
he
boy.
says- You're the one that left me here after all on my own, until I became this.
19.
And with that 19, I think between, like, your alchemy gear being here and, like, the potion bottles sticking out of this guy's spine and all, and the hue being somewhat reminiscent of the true self potion a little bit with its gold, if I remember correctly. You remember an experiment you had done a couple of months ago where you had put like different potions and some just odd mixtures into the fridge to see what would happen. And you can't remember if you ever went back and got them.
Oh,
Oh.
that was literally
Hey.
the science experiment in the fridge.
Hey,
Oh.
hey. So as he starts talking about this, one of the whispering ones, now with clipboard and glasses, goes up to him. Is just like, how does that make you feel, darling? Like a fucking therapist.
I think he just kind of swipes at the whispering one, like as if to knock the clipboard out of its hands.
It just goes through them.
Yeah. And he says, makes me feel pretty fucking mad.
Oh. Ooh. See,
You want to talk about it, buddy?
I didn't forget about you. I just.
Oh, yes, I'm sure it's purposeful that you left me here for months on end.
It's a
Days in this frigid cold.
long-term experiment.
Well, I'm conducting an experiment of my own. How long can I keep you and all your little friends trapped here while I get to take over Inkwell?
Ooh, pretty.
Oh, you're going for the whole world domination
Yeah,
thing.
pretty big-
See, I
pretty
thought
big
this was just a personal
aspiration.
vendetta, but the
Well,
moment you brought the
it
whole
was
continent
at
into this.
first. It was at first. But the more I got to thinking, why stop at just taking over the tavern?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
With my special skill set, I could replace all of the continent if I wanted. Maybe even the world.
Hey,
But
Special
first,
skill set.
I have a score to settle. And, you watch as two gooey extra appendages, these tendrils, extend from his back and plunge into this, the kind of frosted, icy ground. And these figures begin to rise up, snow, like these little snowmen or something. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
Yay! Oh fuck, my fucking dice fell again. God damn it.
Breaks, I think we're going to have to fight over initiative.
Oh my god.
Do you want to do rock, paper, scissors?
Honestly, I was just going to say roll again and see who gets higher.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Just a
I
D20?
need to find-
Yeah, let's just go straight D20.
That's really fucking
That's
funny.
so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Audience, they both rolled 16s to begin with. They re-rolled. They got a 3 and a 4.
Breaks wins. The
Breaks
Breaks
wins.
goes ahead.
I go first. Yay!
But still in the 16 spot, I think.
I was gonna say, I feel more bad for Chloe.
She's fine. She's a wizard. She can hang back.
She's allowed.
Uh-oh.
Boy.
Oh,
Well, at least criticals don't apply to initiative,
Initiative.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, still, that does put them at the top of the order either way, I
Yeah,
think.
either
Yeah.
way.
That's a
it-
fair
it
point.
is.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
at least it seems like it was a little guy and not the big guy.
Yeah. So my order is I'm just lumping the little guys together. There's multiple of
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Let's see. Okay. So, as you guys are preparing, wait. I had my order wrong for a second there. Okay, I've got it fixed. As you guys are readying to fight, the big potion guy says, I swear to you, right here, right now, that you will rue the day you left alchemical to freeze in the and
That's a good one.
it's time for the snow golems to attack. So I think the first one is going to do a ranged attack against Chloe. I'm having to check the stat blocks. Okay. It's just going to be a straight d20 to hit. That's a 9. I'm assuming that doesn't hit. We'll go ahead and actually I think let's have each of them go for a ranged attack against Chloe first to start out with.
Yay!
Just because of his special little vendetta.
Yep.
Okay,
I
that's
mean,
a 17.
we let him do
17
his whole
hits.
monologue. This is only fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
17 hits.
12 does not.
12? 12 does not. Okay, so the second snow golem to hit for 2d6 cold damage.
They just throwing like icicles? What were they doing?
Yeah, it's essentially they've got these like icy claws that just kind of shoot out from their bodies essentially.
This
As
is why I don't put rocks in snowballs, kids. Sorry.
Projectile slashes.
Yeah. Okay. So, wait, hold on. Let me just double check. 2d6 plus 2. So that is going to be 11 cold damage, if you will.
Very cool, very cool.
Mhm.
If she gets hit with it and she just goes, you should be honored that I even made you.
I think Al says, honored? Honored? I've been stuck in here for months! Stewing and freezing!
Honestly, I'm impressed you can keep track of time in here.
The fridge door was constantly opening and closing. It was the only way I could keep track of the days.
Ah, well, you know, it doesn't act normal. Do you know why that is? Since you've been in here? Do you know why my fridge is, like, messed up?
No.
Okay.
Why should I even be giving you any sort of answer? Ashland, it's your go, by the way.
She says, like, yeah, you're right. Enough talking. She rages and then is going to. Would you say he's within 40 feet, Al?
Yes, I'd say he is probably like 20 feet away from you, and then there's an extra 20 feet behind him to Harold. The room is like 40 feet in total.
Okay, she's
Like,
just going to go
about.
straight up to him. With a rage, she took the form of the beast to claws. So she has the turquoise like claws covering her own hands. So she is going to make an attack with the sword. That is a +9. 15?
15? 15 to hit. That hits.
Yay! Okay, and that's. So, D +6. So 11 slashing damage. And then going to make a attack with her claws. 8 to hit. Yeah, that's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Whiffs that one.
Doesn't hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um.
She does get 2 attacks per action.
Mhm.
So I think she'll probably just try that again.
Okay.
Again with a sword. 16 to hit.
16. That hits.
Okay. 11 slashing again.
Okay.
And another attempt with the claws. Oh! 20.
Oh. That
Did
hits.
Okay, yeah, 25 to hit.
Um.
And that is d6 +4 for 5 slashing damage with claws.
Okay. Though I will say, I was prepared for your barbarianness. And this guy's stat block does include he is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. So let's.
Her attacks count as magical for the purpose of overcoming such things.
Oh, really?
Oh shit!
Yeah, she's level 6.
Shit. Oh,
Oh.
I must. I didn't notice that. Okay, so I guess she takes the full 27. Jeez.
I'm going to double check that real quick.
Hmm.
Because I believe that was the thing. Attacks count as. Wait, I thought class features. I thought that did. Reckless attack. Huh. Yeah, the natural weapons of your form of the beast count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. So let me just make that note then. For his health.
Give the boss an extra 0 for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
No one will notice.
That's how you DM.
This is DMing 101.
No, yeah, I was prepared to like futz with the health if I needed to.
I love futzing with health all the time.
Because especially considering this is my first time running combat, I was sure that I would have something wrong with this one way or another.
All good, all
Don't
good.
worry,
So
this is how all
fine.
combat goes. There's always gonna
Nice
be
little punching
something that you
bag.
don't.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 27 health down. If I can do my mental math correctly. Yeah, okay.
11, 11, 22, +5, 27. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, next up is Raddacted.
Hi. So, Raddacted is stepping back. He's He's less focused on the enemy and more focused on specifically seeing that Ashland is taking the initiative and going in to start wailing on the boss. So how far away would you say Ashland is from the team right now?
Considering Al himself is about 20 feet away,
Okay,
Ashland is probably about like 15 to 20 as well.
that works for me. Hey, Ashland, I think you might want a bit of a boost. And Raddacted is just gonna pull out his staff, and he is going to attempt enlarge on Ashland.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
You want a boost? You get a boost. But before that, I have to check for the magic surge. For the wild magic surge.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's just a flat d20. Okay, we're good.
Oh, that's
So,
Ooh.
yeah, you're big Ashland.
Large Ashland.
Large Ashland. This also means your future attacks will get another d4 extra damage.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Big
Oh.
creature.
Oh,
But yeah,
boy.
other than that, Raddacted is just kind of holding back.
Okay, next up then is Alchemical. And seeing as you've just come within his reach, he kind of grunts and looks startled slightly against just how hard you hit him. But as soon as he can, he is going to use his odd little tendrils to constrict you. So let me...
Is this like a grapple check?
Yes, it's going to be a grapple, but first I need to...
I was going to say, one
yeah,
other thing
first-
about enlarge is you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Nice.
So.
Okay. So first I need to use my little attack. It's... keep having to go back and check the stats. Okay. Oh, that's a nat
Oh
one.
my
to hit.
god.
So I think you're able to dodge out of the way pretty quickly because you see those tendrils moving before he even really takes a swing at you. But he is going to take another action to... I forgot to pull up this tab for this spell because it's not on the main stat block that I have for him. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just roll straight d20 and see how this goes. 5, jeez. He goes to hurl like this orb of like yellowy golden light at you, and you again manage to dodge it. So yeah. Next up is Jack.
Yippee! Alright, so, since the others seem to be doing a fine job dealing with Alchemical over here, my boy Alchemical, how far away is Harold?
Again, about 40 feet away. All the way on the other side of the cave.
Is he suspended, like, is his little cage suspended in the air at all, or is he just, like, on the ground?
It's just, like, maybe, like, 5 feet off the ground, at most.
Alright. Then Jack's gonna start making her way over to him while telling Chloe, you should really keep better track of your children. And she's...
Oh God!
Shit.
I'll take care of Harold. Jack's gonna go over.
This really is just Frankenstein, isn't it?
And you mentioned that alchemical is like right in the way of.
Yeah, he's
Like, right
smack
between-
dab in the middle of the room, which there is roughly like it's circular, so there is like about 20 feet on either side of him as well still.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like skirting all the way around the edge, you know, it won't provoke an opportunity attack, but it will be longer to get there, of course.
My special ability. So Jack is going to use like I'd say about 20 of her movement to get as close as or not she's gonna like probably run to the side to get an angle on Harold and then Misty Step
Okay.
to avoid having to trek the extra distance.
Alrighty then.
Is that allowed? Is that good?
Yeah, I just can you give me the range for Misty Step again? I cannot
30
recall.
feet.
It's 30 feet, you said?
And a bonus action. Let me screenshot. Windows noise for the recording. I forgot to turn off my system noises.
Didn't come up for
All
anybody
right.
else, at least.
I forgot to turn on streaming mode.
I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna get you there.
Yay! And she still has 20 movement to spare in case she needs it because of her special boots. And she's just gonna, like, I guess examine the cage a bit, just, like, see how much it would take to get Harold out of there. It's like plastic, right?
Yeah.
They cling wrapped your
Then-
boy.
Yeah.
They cling-grabbed her boy! Yeah, like the moment Jack's there, she's just like, Harold, hey, are you okay? Okay, and she's gonna try and slice him out of there with her rapier.
Due to the size of it and how tight it's stretched across this thing, I'd say go ahead and roll me damage, just in case. But I figure you should be able to cut him out with these.
Okay. Damage plus Dex.
Okay,
11.
yeah, I'd say 11 is definitely enough to cut him free, and he kind of like almost tumbles out, but I figure he manages to catch himself on his little webbed feet.
I mean, she's probably gonna hold her arms out to catch him.
Oh.
Harold!
Harold!
Hold like a bird.
Yeah,
Because
you're getting lots of little nuzzles with beaks.
Yay!
Oh,
Alright, let's get you out of here. Let's get you out of here. Or at least in somewhere that is not in the middle of combat. She looks at the alchemical. And she's gonna use the rest of her 20 movement to start running toward anywhere that's not near the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. And alchemical just kind of sees you out of the corner of his vision, like, no, shit. Ah.
Jack flips him off.
You'll
needs a
pay.
rodent's board?
You'll pay. And then it's
That's her turn. Actually, wait, no, before... No, wait, no, she already used her bonus action. That's her turn, that's her turn.
okay. Chloe.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Okay. Chloe steps forward and she's like, you took over my fridge. You kidnapped my goose. And now you want to take over my tavern too? I'm not having it. And she's going to take out her knife and cast a Scorching Ray.
Yeah! Cook that motherfucker! Boil him.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he wants out of cold so much, give him the warmth he's looking for.
A 12 will not hit. An 18 would.
That's...
That one didn't work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That one certainly won't hit either.
Well... One.
God damn!
One single. It's always when I say something cool. Whenever I say something cool, my spell gets ruined. I said something cool once, and I had a spell explode in my face in front of the engineer. Like, I just can't say anything cool anymore. I just can't let myself do that.
You
Okay.
can only be cool in westerns.
Yeah. Well, that's a total of 6 fire damage.
Okay. Actually, it's even less than that because he's resistant to fire damage.
That's 3 fire damage.
3 damage.
Gosh darn resistant to his nemesis. I see how it is.
I was prepared for that too.
He is made of liquid.
Yeah.
And glass.
I was going to say turn alchemical into al dente, but
Wow.
Not quite. Okay. Alrighty then. If that's all for your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Back to the top of the order. It's going to be the snow golems again. I think that one of them is going to go marching up to Let's say the first one is going to go up towards Ashland, seeing as Al was having a little bit of trouble with her.
ooh, look at this big distraction, big lady.
And it is going to do a multi-attack of its own.
Okay.
It has, let's see. It's going to swipe at you twice with its big ol' snow fists. And let's see. What is your modifier again? +4. Okay, that's 15.
15 does hit.
15 does hit. Okay.
Mhm.
And an 18.
18?
I'm assuming
Okay,
that
so
hits. Yeah,
It 18 definitely does it. Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to do alright. I've got to keep checking back and make sure that I'm doing this right.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Okay.
You're killing it, Cayde. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. You're winning.
You
You're
really
winning.
are.
You're winning.
Thank you. Okay, so that's 26.
damn.
That's 9 plus 4 for it's going to be 13
13?
damage, 13 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
And then
Okay.
it's going to do
Have down to 7 with rage.
okay. I suddenly feel less bad about this then.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Because it also does 2d7
2d7?
9 cold damage.
9 cold damage. Yeah. That
D7,
no
D7,
resistance is greater.
D6. Wait, I got that wrong. I read the fucking thing wrong. That's not D7 doesn't exist. I'm
The
stupid.
fabled
No.
seven-sided die.
The seven-sided die.
Seven-sided die.
I never thought I'd see the day.
It's still 9. It's still 9.
It's still
2d6. 3 9s in a row from one from a
Okay.
fake dice that doesn't exist. Okay. Okay. Oh god, my brain is lagging a little bit, I think.
You did
Anyways.
1 golem. Time for 2 more golem.
Yeah, 2 more golems. I think the second and third are going to turn their ire towards Raddacted. And they're going to make ranged attacks again with their snowballs. Okay. Does 19 hit, I'm assuming? Radda?
That was at me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. 19.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. The 19 hits, the 6 does not, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay. So let's do...
And then because once you roll damage, I'm gonna do my concentration save.
Okay. 2d6, that's 9.
Another 9! So many 9!
Or 9. 9.
Constitution save.
Nine.
9!
But the problem
Oh,
is
what's
the
with the
9
nines
doesn't
today?
work because the DC is minimum 10.
Oh,
So-
no!
Ashland, you're going back down.
Weep. Oh,
Oh.
she was big for 6 seconds. It was great.
Oh. Okay.
And that's a problem.
Yep. All right. Then it's on to Ashland. Your turn.
Yay! Well, no, she's no longer big, but hey, she still has a sword.
Mhm.
And she is going to keep concentrating on Al.
Mhm.
Nat 20.
Oh, jeez.
Ashland got smaller and went, alright. Just because I'm
Immediately
smaller
for the
doesn't mean that the
knees.
damage has to be.
It's Dark Souls boss rules. You made her smaller, now she's more powerful.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I did not know your game. Clearly, you did not need my assistance.
How do you want the nat 20s to work, Cayde?
Just the usual double damage, I suppose. That's
Okay.
scary, but let's
Go
go.
double dice or double total?
Double total.
Double
Oh
total.
boy. Feeling
Yeah.
spicy
D8 plus
today.
6.
I mean, that's
28?
Oh, man.
maybe.
Oh my god,
It's-
max damage!
Holy
Max damage on a net 20! What the
This is
She aimed for the knees! The knees, I
Ashland
say!
just
Jesus Christ! I love
Ashland ripping into this guy.
Oh my god! Fuck it up!
Okay, how about for dessert a claw attack? 15?
15. 15 hits.
Okay.
Okay. Oh god.
Okay,
Okay,
claw
you can-
attack does 6 damage.
You can switch up the
Okay.
HP at any
Okay.
time you want.
And for the aperitif, another chainsword attack.
Oh my god.
A 26? Not a nat 20, just a 26.
That's still
Okay.
Cheese and rice.
That certainly hits.
so good.
Okay. Another max damage.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Ashley, what the shit?
Ashland's just like, oh, I don't get to be big anymore. Gosh darn it!
Maybe.
It's revenge.
Maybe I
Okay.
made this encounter too simple, even beefing up the health.
16 to hit with the claw attack after the sword attack.
Wait,
my
you
god,
have-
yeah, that's
how many attacks do you have?
2 attacks per action, and since she's using form of the beast, the claws, on each of your turns when you attack with a claw using the attack action, you can make one additional. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I didn't use a claw attack. Okay, I have been doing
Wait,
this
you can use your
incorrectly.
claws
Okay.
and your sword? Oh, right, because you
using-
have 2 attack action. Oh my god, that's so
Okay.
fucked up.
Actually, I think I've been doing this incorrectly.
okay.
On each of your turns when you attack with a claw, I've been attacking with a sword first.
Okay.
Okay, so disregard the claw attack, so it'd just be the 28 and the 14.
Okay, and from before,
Before, if I can find it, where are you?
yeah,
Uh,
that would just be the 22, would it not?
The 22, yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I remove...
I will remember that moving forward. It has to be the claws.
Okay.
Honestly, with how insane Ashland's going on, I can understand a little bit of a nerf.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I add back about 5 health from 4.
Mhm.
And then let's take
28
off...
plus 14, 42.
Okay. Jeez, that's so much. Okay.
Freaking ripping the potion beast to shreds.
Yeah.
Like he is made of liquid, yet somehow this is still tearing into him.
Yeah. It wouldn't be were it not for the magical aspect.
That's fair.
I should have read your. I still should have read your sheet closer. Oh my god.
Can't Acme affect your way out of this one, bucko.
Okay. Raddacted, you're go again.
Yeah. Okay. Clearly, Ashland is doing quite all right on her own. Against Al. So Raddacted is gonna turn towards, I guess, towards that one, like smaller, like one of those smaller nuisances that are getting in the way, specifically the one that caused him to lose concentration.
Okay.
And he's just glaring at this thing for a moment. It's like, all right, fine. Let's just blow you up really quickly. And he's going to try and cast a level 1 Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Ooh.
But first, wild? Question mark? Okay, we're good. Okay, so then make a ranged spell attack against the target. The range is 120 feet. That doesn't really bother anything. So it's a spell attack. Okay. So then does a 26 hit?
26 is gonna hit, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
All right, so that is 2d8 plus d6.
Nice.
Chaos Bolt is really nice.
Yeah.
It's a great spell. Let's just hope it doesn't
Okay,
land on
so oh
fire.
my god, that is 20
Yes,
damage.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
way.
Again?
I mean, I didn't.
No!
To be fair, I
Almost
didn't roll
passed.
max damage on the d6, but because I got 2 8s on that, they're both thunder damage. So already this is making a very loud noise.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh my god.
sonic blasting this thing. But also, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of my choice within 30 feet of it. It
Oh, that's incredible.
chains.
Oh, that's
Oh
incredible.
my god.
So hey,
Here with the force lightning.
so whoever's the next closest, I'm gonna make another attack roll against you.
That's gonna be the other one that shot at you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
That's a crit.
What?
What is happening?
Do crit attacks count towards spell damage?
I
If
would
it's a
say
attack-
so,
I mean,
probably.
if it's a ranged spell attack, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the same thing. You're
Redacted
making
also
it.
off the shits.
Yeah.
I've done 3
You-
damage, guys. Woo!
Ashland
one I was
is
scared
pissed
of.
because she doesn't get to be big anymore. Redacted is pissed because he doesn't get to make Ashland big anymore.
It's going to be
both
everybody
angry.
else's problem. Yes.
Okay, 14 damage to the second one.
28. That was a nat 20. It's 28.
It's 28
Yeah.
damage
Oh
to the second one,
God.
right?
I'm so
And-
sorry, Cayde.
Wait,
And I can.
uh,
I'm just making that one also thunder because there's
Okay.
just this loud double blast.
okay, so
Someone
they're
set
both
off
gonna be
fireworks.
thunder damage then.
Yes, thunder damage on both of them.
Okay.
So 20 and 28. It's-
All right.
He's just like, okay, nope, I've had enough of this. Boom.
All right.
Yes.
They both kind of like stagger a little bit and both look like They've been hit pretty hard, honestly, by that, but they're still standing, and they are still like glaring your way.
Yeah, well,
At the
Raddacted's
moment, at
glaring
least.
right back at the moment.
And we are going to it's alchemical next again. Let's see.
Is he concentrating on Ashland properly now?
Oh, let's hope so.
Come on, Al.
Before he he's gonna make 3 attacks against you this time. I'm just gonna say it upright.
Okay.
He's going to try to constrict again,
Okay.
starting out.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let me.
Okay,
It's a
9.
9.
Okay.
It's not gonna hit, is it?
Is it? No, that doesn't. It doesn't make contact.
Yeah, no. He's gonna take another swing at you for that constrict because Jesus Christ, he's getting shit rolls.
It's because you're my creation.
Oh my god!
9.
Let me try dice parser real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a dice parser day.
Yeah. Maybe dice parser only loves the villains. Oh my god! That's
Because he's my
Nine.
creation.
9.
Nothing I
9,
make rolls
9.
well.
No. 9.
What the shit?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
He takes 3 separate swipes at you, but you're on game today, Ashland. He's not hitting you right now.
Ashland is
What is with the nines
unbeatable.
today?
Yeah.
And then she's going to
And-
eat shit. Just like
And
I have faith in Al, our boy Al here.
Yeah, we're just that's gonna be his turn, and Parsley has asked for a break, so we're going to just take a quick. Is 5 minutes okay for you, Pars, or do you think you might need a bit more?
Let's go with 5 for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
No.
Quick break, and we will return with it's gonna be Chloe again. I don't know, Jack.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah.
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 Okay.
Pausing recording.
All right, we're back. We're rolling.
Mhm.
We're
We're back from
rolling.
commercial break.
Okie dokie. Jack, you're up. It's your turn.
Oh shit, I forgot it was my turn. I'm carrying Harold and getting him out of here. So is
A
this
very
like
important job.
so like you were saying that like this is like a very circular room. Was the way that we came in the only entrance and exit, or are there other hallways that lead into here?
As far as you can tell, this is the only entrance and exit. But if you want to roll a perception and double check as your action, but you know, from your first glance, you hadn't seen any when you first entered the room.
Then it might be best to just get Harold through the way we came, because that's probably how we're gonna leave. And it's good for him to be able to at least run a distance away, or at least be able to hide. So Jack's just gonna use the dash action to get all the fuck away around, like skirting against the wall to stay as far away from alchemical as possible, as to not endanger. So
Alrighty.
dashing, she has 80 feet of movement.
Yeah, I'd say you can certainly get back to the entrance that way.
Yay! She is going to drop off Harold, and she's going. she's going to take off her little makeshift cloak that she made with the portable hole and put it around Harold so he doesn't get cold.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't think I'll need that while I'm fighting anyway. All right, go hide. And she's gonna run back into the battlefield, and that's her turn. Actually, no, wait, no, she has a bonus action still.
Harold,
Ashland, get his ass! I'm running for inspiration.
You bardic inspiration.
what is
said
That's my turn.
what's
It's a
Jack's
D8.
bardic inspiration die?
D8.
D8. Thank you.
Okay. If that'll be all, then it is Chloe's turn.
fantastic. Well, she's upset that her other spell didn't work.
Yeah.
So first she's gonna try saying, pointing directly at it, "You are my creation! I command you to stop!" Ah, hell.
You can't command me to do jack all.
Hey, that's me!
That is you! Alright, well, can I command you to do
Not
this?
what I meant.
And yeah, she's gonna cast Jim's magic missile at level
Ooh.
2.
Heck yes.
Gotta love those gluten-free missiles.
Okay. So that's
I have to ask,
4.
do Chloe's magic missiles just look like big silver bullets?
That would be so cool if that were true. I
Do they look like that? Can they look like that?
I don't know if I've ever described her magic missiles before.
They could be that.
What do they look
Yeah.
like, Chloe?
It's your tavern.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. It would be way funnier if she shot him out of her gun, but yes, they look like that. They said they're coming out of this knife. Which is her
Knife
spellcasting
bullets.
focus.
Gun knives.
It's fucking cool.
If anything, I think they might look like little knives. They might look like little knives, to be so honest.
Oh my god,
That's
wait.
so
this,
good.
That gives
It's
me
like-
an even
That
better...
knife had babies.
Hang on, wait. This is
You know that
reminding me-
one
hang
thing
on.
Conductor does in the boss fight where he's just surrounded by a cloud of little knives?
Oh,
I was about to fucking say that! I was about to
you know
say
what, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, yeah.
Like that one conductor!
Yep.
Oh,
Hell
I
fucking
am nothing
yeah.
if not predictable. Okay.
hang on, this was reminding me of something. Now I gotta look up a video clip for this.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Fuck it
Everything except the 11 hits.
Okay, so 3. It's not going to be a lot of damage 'cause it's just magic missile. But
wait, it's
well, and because I rolled 3 1s.
Oh my
I thought magic
god.
missile just hits.
No. No, that's normal magic missile.
Oh,
Jim's
this
magic
is- sorry,
missile
Jim's magic
requires.
missile.
Jim's magic
Yeah.
missile. Okay.
Jim's magic missile is if you score a critical hit, it does a lot of damage, and if you roll a 1, they blow up in your face and do all the damage to you, which is what happened to her last time she tried to cast this at a high level, and she was in front of the engineer, and it was really embarrassing. So
Oh dear.
she doesn't like
This one
casting
didn't
this spell.
explode.
I know, right? 13, yeah, that's it though.
Also, I put it
Okay.
in the gallery.
Yes,
That's my mental image.
yeah, just a bunch of knives coming out of the big knife. All the little baby knives.
A little baby. Oh my god.
Back to the snow golems then. The first one is again going to multi-attack at Ashland.
Okay.
Let me have.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
17 hits.
All right. Let me go ahead and just roll damage for that, so I don't get
Okay.
mixed up. I need to make sure that I do this the same as I did last time. So I'm not being silly about it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay, so
4. And there's going to be bonus
some
D6
cold damage.
cold. Yeah.
Okay, so 2
Trying to
bludgeoning
get my head
and
on.
a plus
Okay.
2 cold.
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
Then let's do this again.
That
That's a
isn't
6,
gonna hit.
not-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
gonna hit.
Nope.
Okay then. Gotcha. That's going to be the first snow golem then. To the other 2, I'm going to have one attack Ashland as well again with its ranged attack.
Okay.
Straight D20. 16. The 16?
16 hits.
Okay. Then that's going to be... Oh, if I can keep my brain functioning.
You got
Oh
this,
my
Cayde.
gosh. Yeah. Okay. That's 2d6 cold, adds 5 damage.
5 damage. Got it.
Okay, and we're going
Alright.
to have the other one move towards Raddacted a little bit closer.
I'm ready for you this time, buddy.
It doesn't quite get in melee range yet. It's still about 10 feet away. They're not very fast, but it's starting to close in, and it's going to do another ranged attack. In the meantime. Nat 20. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Stupid question.
Yeah.
Is this attack a magical attack?
Hold on. It just says ranged weapon attack on the
Okay.
stat block, so I'm assuming not.
Okay. Let's see what the damage is, but I might have to use my Acme on this one.
Yeah. That will be 18.
Yeah, I'd rather Acme affected and only take 9.
That's smart.
Can you do that against cold damage?
Oh wait, cold damage?
That's true.
Yeah,
well,
it does cold
hang on,
damage.
because it just Acme effect is just you can resist any non-magical attack once per long rest. It doesn't say to specify damage type or anything.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
So
I couldn't
if
remember
it's-
if it was specifically against like a certain type of damage or just.
Yeah, no. So if it's just non-magical ice, then
Okay.
yeah, it's just tossing ice at me. It's not a magical generated ice crystal. It's just ice. In which case, yeah, no, that like it's gonna hit him, and it's gonna pierce through his color a moment. Maybe, but he's just kind of like, ow, and he just glances down. It's like, really, and he's just gonna take the 9 damage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Wait, is this color fucking frozen?
Oh my god, yeah, that would be a funny
That's
effect.
good.
Not like it's not mechanically frozen, but aesthetically, yeah. There's like a layer of frost, and it like solidifies a little harder. It like there's parts where the line art kind of bends more than the color when he's like moving because it's stiffened up.
My goodness.
Alrighty then. That's going to be it for the snow golems. Back to Ashland.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Hi, Al. I'm here again.
Oh god.
Back again.
Does 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Is that with the sword again?
With the sword, yes.
Okay.
So 13 damage with a sword.
Okay.
Let's see. I mean, why not? Okay, second attack will be done with the claws. So
Okay.
okay, 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay, 8 damage for that, and then the extra attack with the claws, because rawr, rawr, rawr.
Ah.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
For 6 damage. So
Okay.
14
total.
plus 13, 27?
14 plus 13. Wait, what?
The 13 from the first damage. 13 attack.
Oh, I already put the 13 in.
Okay, yeah. So just...
Yeah, I got confused for a second.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Alright. Okay. Raddacted, your turn.
Raddacted is just staring down this like miniature golem, and is that struck him the second time, and it's just like, okay, you're being a real nuisance, so I'm just gonna need you to go down, and he's going to use Mind Sliver. So
Okay.
intelligence saving throw
Alrighty, let's
on a
see.
snow golem. I don't imagine there's very much brains in there,
Yeah, no.
but psychic damage is psychic damage.
Yeah. That's... Oh, 14. Does 14 make
Nope.
it? Nope? Okay. Alrighty.
They would have had to crit success to pass.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Well,
Alrighty. What's
2d6 damage, 7 psychic damage.
okay.
Nice.
Not the most damage, but at the same time, as over the course of the battle, things have just kind of started bubbling in Raddacted's chest. He's
Oh.
just kind of like, first off, he's dealing with whatever Al's up to. Their goose got the goose chef got kidnapped. Raddacted hasn't had lunch. These stupid snow golems are just constantly bashing on him, and he's gonna use his bonus action to rage.
Yeah!
Yeah, let's fucking go!
Screw it, we're swapping off sorcerer, we're moving to barbarian.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
Get his ass! Fucking
Well,
ass!
I'm gonna tell you that this snow golem is looking like it is actively falling apart now. It's,
Well, it might not
Not
last for
holding
long
together.
because my
Yeah.
rages also trigger wild magic.
Oh,
Not necessarily the same
no,
wild magic,
no.
but barbarian wild magic.
Oh!
So I
I
roll a
forgot that
d8.
subclass existed.
So it was, yeah, wild rage surge. Okay, yeah. Yep. D8. That gets me a 6, which means, okay, yeah. So as I get enraged, as Raddacted gets furious, suddenly a sort of glimmer appears from his head as a sort of a punch of thought bubbles of fury come out, and then they just start kind of hovering in the area 10 feet around Raddacted. Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus.
Oh!
So AC buff to anybody standing near me as long as I'm furious.
Ooh.
I'm assuming that would be Chloe and maybe Jack now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we didn't run into melee range.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy the +1 AC. He is angry, and his anger is shielding us.
Yay! Woohoo!
Let's
It's just-
fucking go.
It's just like, oh, yay, protective rage thought bubbles.
Mhm.
There's like some dark scribbles in there. There's just some like those angry like the 3 curved lines emotes in there.
Mhm. I'm just picturing like spikes on these thought bubbles like they're maces.
Well, thankfully he can't weaponize them, but they are still protective.
Yay!
Anyway, that's his turn.
Yeah.
That's so
Um,
cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty, back to Alchemical. And he's trying so hard to pin down Ashland, but she's got the runaround on him, certainly. But let's go for it again.
Okay,
A 19. Does
Okay. that does hit. So grapple.
finally? Yes, that's going to be a grapple. And
It's strength
it's going to
or
be-
opposing strength or opposing the athletics. Which one is that?
I think if the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled. Escape DC 13. I don't know if that means that it automatically grapples you or if you still.
Oh, okay. Do I need to make that attempt to shake it off on my turn, or do I have the chance to do it when it's being done?
I'm gonna say that that is probably gonna have to be done in your turn.
Okay.
If only for the sake of this prolonging this fight a little bit more. Because you've been beating them down so bad.
Okay. I'm adding the grapple condition. My conditions grappled.
And it's going to be it's going to be 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
Let's give this a go.
Squeaky toy noise.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Damage! 21.
Ooh. Okay,
Hey,
so that's gonna
he's
be
pulling the
down
max
to
damage
The
back.
Bible?
So just like, what does this look like? Does is
uh,
it just like tendrils and then like slam?
it's the tendrils I think do like slam you down and then pull you into his body because his body is liquid, and
Ugh.
so you are currently like almost being drowned inside him.
Oh.
So yeah. That's actually going to, well, actually he does get to take another attack. I nearly forgot. He's going to be like, finally, and then cast out his arm, and he is going to try to attack Chloe again with a ranged attack.
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me, I dare you. My buffed AC.
17.
Damn it!
Oh no.
That make it? I'm
Yeah.
guessing? Okay. We're going to have that be 2. Well, if I can do this command correctly, 2d6. Was there any pluses? I forget. No, just straight 2d6 acid damage. Okay. 9.
Nice.
Okay. And that's going to be it for his turn. So now it's Jack.
Yippee! I have a little plan for this turn. Okay, so he just grabbed Ashland like a fucking squeaky toy. He's just Question again, how tall is this guy?
He is probably all of about like 6 foot or so.
Oh, it's
Pretty
like
tall.
normal size.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Normal size, but still tall.
Tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
He is a medium-sized creature. We'll put it that way, at least. Because I think that's how humans are. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
remembering this correctly.
Do you know what a human
Like
is?
thinking of.
Do you know how humans are? That.
Mechanically in D&D, I mean, of course I'm human.
Yeah. 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 So are we.
Have I ever
Whatever you
given
say.
reason to believe otherwise? Anyways, Jack, your turn.
I'm trying to think about how she goes about this. Because I have a really fun thought in mind for what she could do this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's gonna try, I think she's gonna try and aim for a kind of surprise attack almost. She's gonna, like, now that she's, like, in front of this guy, she's gonna try Misty stepping behind him and trying to stab him from there.
Okay.
Like, stab in the back.
Are you
Okay.
moving over 10 feet away from Raddacted?
Yeah, so she's probably gonna lose that bonus.
Yeah, you're gonna lose the +1 bonus. If you're okay with that, then go ahead.
I am okay with that. And I'm going to... Well, first I need to mark off that spell slot for her, Misty stepping behind this guy, and that will be... Roll for that. +8 for her rapier. God damn it, my cool move! No!
Oh no!
This is what happens when I forget that I'm rolling on physical dice.
Yeah.
I can do my cool move later. Bro dodges sickly.
Yeah. Alright, then it's going to be Chloe's turn after that, as Al just kind of looks at you over his shoulder, Jack, and his ire is now turned towards you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So, you see, I have this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe's going to... What's the range on this? Yeah, 60 feet. Chloe's going to cast Shatter.
Oh!
More loud explosion noises.
But it's an evocation spell. She's an
Oh.
evocation wizard,
Oh!
You can do that.
which means you both automatically save and take no damage. But I will need Al to take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, okay.
Evoke noise.
Okay. Oh,
Nope.
10. That doesn't make it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, well. A creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage, but that's okay. You don't need it.
No.
Cool. Nice. Yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
She's gonna say, enough! And it's gonna ring super loud, and it's a 16. Come
Oh,
on,
boy.
man. That was 4d8. A 16? Alright.
My mental maths. Okay. He's starting to look a little bit worn down, but he's still standing. He's,
Mhm.
And is that going to be your turn?
Yep. I'm simple and easy.
Okie dokie.
She fake flips him
Back.
off
Yeah, that's good.
with her
That's
ring
what they
fingers.
do.
With her ring fingers.
That's really awkward to do with your hands.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to do that right now. That is not what.
I need the help of my other hand.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I think he just kind of gives you like a grunt. And it's back to the
I have to
top
stick to my
with the-
PG-13 rating.
Snow golems again. It's going to be the first one that's was attacking Ashland now turns towards Jack since she's within range and Ashland is inside its boss. Just floating in the goo.
The goo.
Oh no.
Good job, everybody.
It's going to multi-attack at Jack now. Whoopsie. And it's going to take 2 big ol' swipes at you. That's going to be 2d20 plus 4. If I can find the right track. Okay. First hit. 23 hits, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll damage on that one. I keep forgetting the thing is. Okay. 6 plus 2, that's 8.
Max damage. Oh boy.
And then the cold damage. 5. So it's going to be 13 in total for his first attack. And let's see if it hits the second. 17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So. Five and 5 bludgeoning and 4 cold.
Be 9 more. There we go. Still
Alrighty.
doing pretty okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. And then the second, I think, is going to lock onto Chloe and attack her with its ranged attack.
Cool.
Let's see if it can get through my angry thoughts.
Yeah. It is a straight d20, so perhaps not. Let's see. Nope, 7's not going to do it, I assume.
I wouldn't think so.
And then the third is going to go for Raddacted again with it's going to close the distance and it's going to make its multi-attack.
Okay.
So an 8 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
Nope.
And 18.
That does hit.
Okay. So
And it's two damage rolls.
yes, 1d6 plus 2 bludgeoning.
Okay.
That's 8.
And that's halved because of resistance through rage.
Okay, so it's going to be 4 then. And then it has 1d6 cold. That's it.
Jeez, max damage still.
Yeah.
So that still deals
She's
10
right.
damage. I'm on 5.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Okay.
No.
Listen.
Squishy.
Yeah, the barbarian half is mostly, offensive.
Yeah.
Glass cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randomized cannon. What the hell is this thing?
Yeah.
Redacted is
Glass
literally
gamble
playing
cannon.
the RNG game. With magic.
Yeah.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go.
I mean, I will say
Ah,
this
dang it.
thing is still like barely holding itself together at this point.
Oh yeah,
but-
no, I imagine it'll be easy to take out. I just don't have any
Yeah.
good way of healing.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's going to be Ashland.
Yay! Okay, so
I'm
what
going
sort of
to-
save?
It's going to be if I can find it. Okay. I don't remember what the role is for.
It was
escaping a
part of the
grapple.
grapple attack for Al.
Yeah. It is going to be just, escaping a grapple.
Okay, so athletics or strength save?
Yeah. I'd say it'd be either or.
Okay. Let's see. Well, they both end up being the same. So 8.
Nat one.
Oh,
I'd use the bardic inspiration, but I don't know that would help on a nat 1.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Ugh.
I am also going to say that one feature of this guy is that at the start of each of its turns, if you're grappled in it, you're gonna take some poison damage.
Okay.
But
How
I wanted
much?
to give you a chance to escape.
Gotcha.
It says 3d6 on the sheet, on the stat
Okay.
block. But I'm not sure how good Ashland's doing.
He is bloodied.
We'll find out.
She is bloodied.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't worry,
I'm
I
going
have
to.
healing.
I'm gonna take it down to 2d6 just in case.
6.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
Alright. Now escape. Does trying to escape count as an action, or can she still take her actions inside the boss?
Hold on, let me check.
Unless
You.
you try to do it again on your turn, I
Yeah.
don't think it does.
Yeah, no. You're. It. Unless you do it again, you can still act, I think.
Okay, she's going to attack.
Okay. It's going to be.
She's just continuing to attack Al, which is fine because Al is all around her.
Yeah.
You're already
A
there.
22 to hit.
Yup, that hits.
Al is going to have digestion problems.
Yeah.
11 damage.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm remembering right, actually, because Ashland isn't a barbarian. She gets 2 attacks.
2 attacks per action, yes.
Okay.
Um.
Or,
Oh, it's
2 actions is what I meant.
No, it's 2 attacks per action. So her
Okay.
action can be like 2 attacks with the chainsword, or chainsword plus 2 claw attacks, that sort of thing.
I misunderstood because I thought it was the other way around, that it was 2 actions.
Nah.
Yeah,
Because
two
I do
actions is
think
spider.
grappling, when you're grappled, you can either escape or attack, but I thought Ashland had 2 actions. I'm still going to allow it since I didn't think of it beforehand. I'm still going to allow your attack, but for the next time, it will be either escaping the grapple or attacking.
Okay.
16
Another attack then.
Okay.
16
hits.
Could you? There. Nope. Come on. Let me see my. There. Get out of here.
Ironically enough, I don't think I ate enough before this game.
Oh.
Oh no!
And my stomach's been growling. I just hope it hasn't picked up
Oh.
over the mic.
No,
I don't hear
it
anything.
has not.
I haven't heard
Take it.
anything.
We can also take another break so you can get some food.
Yeah.
23 slashing damage to
Okay.
Al.
Alright, okie dokie.
There are There are like blurbled growls and hisses coming from within him.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. You said 23, right? My brain is.
Yes.
Okay.
23 damage.
Cayde, you need that brain food.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say,
All right.
do you want to pause before I take my turn?
I've
you can
just
grab
been
snack?
nervous about the crinkling of my wrappers showing up on recording. I can mute real
Go-
quick, and
go
I
eat
figure
food.
we're not going to be
Eat,
using
eat,
my
Scarlet,
recording
eat.
anyways.
5 minutes.
Eat.
Everyone, break.
Break
Oh,
over. And
Yeah,
now-
break over. Sorry about that. But anyways, time to beat up a guy more.
You apologize one more
Raddacted, your
time.
turn.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
swear I'm
beat up
gonna
one
do
of
it.
his mooks first.
Yeah.
So that one snow golem that's in melee range of me, yeah?
Yeah.
Raddacted is just staring this thing down, and he shoves his hands into his robe for a moment and pulls. Hang on, no, I'm rolling hammer space for this.
Okay.
It's D10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
no, he's on the ball. He shoves his hands into his Ridder's robe and pulls out a pair of daggers.
Oh.
And he is just going to like attack. Let's just straight up just stab this thing.
Stab it. Kill it.
Yep.
Kill it.
Raddacted is
Okay,
locked the fuck in.
Yep.
Let's see.
And he's going to be doing an offhand attack as well, so there'll be 2 attacks. That'll be
Okay.
his bonus action. So for the dagger, he's gonna be using finesse to make it use his dex instead, so he's, Oh!
7 doesn't hit.
Well,
It's
Yeah,
so
but-
close
wait.
though, because these things do
Okay.
not have very high AC at all.
hang on. Checking. Okay. Well, I mean, second bonus action. Let's try and do that offhand attack.
Oh.
That one hits.
Oh, really? Yeah!
Really not far off. Dang.
Yeah.
He somehow manages to whiff the first one, but then just slashes the knife across the snow golem's chest, I guess.
Yeah. They only have an AC of 8.
Wow.
Poor little
So
fellas.
normally, because it's the offhand attack, I wouldn't add damage modifier, but because I'm raging, I get +2 damage anyway, so
Mhm.
it kind of adds back the damage modifier. 3
Ah.
damage, that's a minimum damage roll, but
Oh
I
no.
is it still
Like-
standing?
There's a spray of like white frost and snow, and for a moment you think it's down, but it kind of lurches back up
Oh.
on 1 HP.
Oh my
I am going
fucking
to
god!
make snow. I am going to make snow cones out of you.
I didn't know you had
Get
taste.
it, Raddacted.
Get his ass!
We are in a freezer. I can make these jokes.
Okay. Is that gonna be your turn then?
Yep, that was my bonus action.
Okay, Alchemical's turn then. He is going to do.
Is the poisoning on his turn or my turn?
It's on your turn, so
Okay, cool.
you don't take any damage this turn, thankfully.
Okay.
Oh, that's what happened. I accidentally changed one of my tabs. Okay, we're fixed though. I think he is going to make a melee attack against Jack real quick. So it will not grapple because he already has Ashland. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Misses.
11. Misses? Okay. He's going to go for one more. Oh!
Jack too fast.
211.
Jeez and
They're shifty.
rise.
He manages to whiff, and he's like, "Will you freaks stand still?" But otherwise, that's going to be his turn. Jack, your go.
All right. I'm just gonna say that the knives don't seem to be working, and also this guy is still grappling Ashland, and Jack doesn't want to accidentally stab Ashland. So it's spell time. It's dissonant whisper time. Give me at 3rd level. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's a straight d20. Let's see.
Yeah, that doesn't make it.
9.
I get to do my cool monologue now. I have a place for it. So, just as Jack is just dodging this guy, I think she manages to get, like, a grab on one of this guy's hands just to, like, kind of, like, hold him in place for a minute as some of the whispering ones start to, like, draw near and, like, just, you know, just... Like, this guy's vision is starting to get, like, a little... Like, the outsides of this guy's vision is starting to get clouded with darkness into eyes, and I think Jack is just kind of gonna look at him with almost pity, in the sense, and she's just gonna say, there are hundreds upon thousands of people like us outside. Like, you want to try, like, you're going to try and take over, like, the place outside. You realize that if you can hardly deal with us right now, you're going to die out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all she says, and I'm gonna...
Oh boy.
I love scary Jack
And I am-
moments.
It's my favorite thing! I'm gonna roll my damage now. Let's see here. I've casted that by 2, so that is 5d6 psychic damage. And
Nice.
this guy now has to use his reaction to move as much as he can away from Jack,
Okay.
as she kind of lets go of his wrist.
Okay.
Spell description, just so you have it.
Gotcha. Was that hold on.
Reaction,
Okay.
I believe.
So he
Wait,
is
let me look
moving.
again.
Since you're behind
Yeah,
him,
it's
he's moving 30 feet. Well, more like 20 feet towards the group, because he can't really
Well,
get past them very easily.
Since he's got Ashland grapple, doesn't that mean that he can only like move half distance?
Oh, that's true. So he's going to move 15 feet towards the group. But yeah. So that's going to be. He's just roughly within 5 feet of the others now. That's what I'm trying to say. And let's see. That was 12 damage. He is not looking super stable right now either. And he's actually kind of shaken up by what you said to him. But he's still, like, glaring and, huffing, and he's growling, but,
Mm-hmm.
he's just kind of glancing between all of you, looking furious and a little worse for wear.
That makes 2 of us.
And it's going to be Chloe's turn.
How many snowmen are left?
All three of them, but one of them is on 1 HP.
I really don't want to take that satisfaction away from Raddacted, though.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Oof. Okay, question.
Mhm.
So, alchemical's next to us now, right?
Just about within 5 feet, yeah.
Okay. Where are the other snow golems? Not the one that's almost dead. The other ones.
The other one is about 15 feet away, closer to where alchemical was standing.
Okay.
And the other two, one is standing right in front of Raddacted. The other... No, I think the other is still pretty close to where alchemical was as well. I don't think it really moved all that much. So, two of them about 15 feet away. One of them just in front of Raddacted, pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright. In your head, in your mind, in your mind's eye, would a 20-foot radius sphere be able to be centered in a place where it hits the two almost non-dead snow golems and alchemical, like in between those three? Like in the middle of them, if it's centered in that point?
Well, are you casting fucking fireball? Mouth shut, keeping my mouth shut, keeping my mouth shut. Also, why is the defect awake?
Oh gods. Why is the defect awake?
Is the
Why
defect
is
awake?
he here?
The defect's awake. Dang.
Yeah, look.
That's so scary.
Well,
Indy's rolling around like a little... I don't know. He's rolling back and forth on his back. It's very cute.
I'm back, so sorry. My
Okay.
sister stepped in the room. Like 20 feet, 20-foot radius.
I guess 20-foot radius.
Hold on. Let me real quick make
A little diagram.
Yeah, gotta make a little diagram.
I mean, you can also just say no, and that's also totally okay.
No, I wanna try and be fair about this and make sure that I'm picturing it in my head right.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Indy! Oh!
Look at our sweetie pie.
Yeah,
at that belly.
I think so.
Oh.
It would probably... I think, depending on how you center it, though, either you would also be in range, or Jack would also be in range, because the two snowmen are about 5 feet away from her, and Alchemical is about 5 feet away from you, and there's only 15 feet between them, so there'd be an extra 5 feet that it would catch.
Yeah. Lucky for you, I'm an evocation wizard. Sorry, lucky for me, I'm an evocation wizard.
I'm currently also occupying the same spot as Al, so luckily for me, you're an
Luckily
evocation
for
wizard.
Ashland, I'm an evocation wizard. Thank Peck.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Chloe says, "Cover your something." I don't know. And then, I need all the creatures within a 20-foot radius sphere that are an enemy to me make a dexterity saving throw. So.
Okay.
Yeah, those 2 snowmen and alchemical.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't dare attack the one that Raddacted's going off on.
Okay. Okay, this one's for alchemical. That's a 13.
Nope.
That's for one of the snowmen. That's
No.
effectively a 1.
No. Wow.
And for the other snowman, 16.
16 does save, so that would be
Okay.
half damage.
Okay.
The other
I
two
mean,
do not.
if this is like fireball, then it's still going to be regular damage
That's true.
because the snowmen are
And
weak.
you'll never guess what it is.
Oh, God! Jesus Christ!
Fucking, oh my
Use
Jesus
the
Christ.
bomb.
There is
A
a
nuclear
massive
bomb goes off in the middle
explosion of fire.
Oh, fireball.
Oh, the classic.
Okay. It is still going to be half damage for Al because of his resistance,
Yep.
though.
That is
So-
still a hefty
But I
blow.
think,
17.
oh boy, that's like 17 for half.
Yeah, about. Or unless you're
yeah.
rounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're rounding up, it would be 18.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I think, both of the snowmen. Well, hold on, wait. Okay, the further snowman is barely clinging on. The other snowman that's over there is gone. And Al actually gives a heavy grunt as he's hit and then starts to kind of slough apart and sink into the snow.
Oh.
He
Oh, that's
gives
contagious.
a fading cry of no, you can't do this to me, as he starts to seep off. and
I'll do
melt.
whatever I fucking want!
And the alchemy equipment that was stuck inside him, as well as the potion bottles that were in there, just kind of rest atop this pile of snow that stained this sickly orange color.
Ashland shakes like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as
Oh dear, Ash. Wait, I
That
have
could
a
just-
question.
What?
Because Ashland was in the guy that was the true self potion, does Ashland get true self potion?
Well,
That's
he
a
was a
great
medley of
question.
potions, so
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Do I
Yeah,
need to
he-
roll like a d6 to see if she got a potion effect? God.
I got the potion table. What?
no,
do have the
I'll
potion
say,
table.
I'll say that because of how odd of a mix it was just like he could do the poison damage to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Does the
you
save
get
do-
a lingering bit of like illness after that because it
Oh
was not
no,
good.
you're gonna get sick!
Ashland turns green. That's it. That's the only effect.
Oh.
I think Jack is just like looking. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, Jack is just looking down at the pile of melting goo, just like I'm not really sure what he expected. As she like puts out a little like a small little bit of fire that started in her hair. Just like
But anyways,
we still have some snow golems to deal with, right? Or
Yeah.
I was getting to that. Yeah. As he gets back to the top of the order, it would be the snowman's turn, but these snow golems, as soon as Owl is gone, they just kind of like stiffen and look like they're still sort of moving, but in odd directions, like they don't know what to do. They're directionless. So their turn is effectively skipped, and we go to Ashland.
Drops rage. Spits out like bits of ale. Ugh. That just gives a thumbs up to Chloe.
Her fingers are still smoking, and she just kind of like. I don't think she says anything. I think she just she's just sitting there kind of maniacally giggles.
I fucking love her.
There's something wrong with that blonde woman. Anyways, moving on.
Can Ashland pick up like are the potion bottles intact?
Oh yeah, actually, and actually, if you want to roll a d12,
okay,
go ahead and see what you pick up. While you're doing that, we'll go ahead and move on to Raddacted, I suppose, unless you're planning to take any other big actions.
Nah.
Okay. Raddacted, your time to shine.
Raddacted has not dropped rage. He is not going to drop rage. He's just going to be like, finally, we dealt with that bastard. And then he just turns his head towards the very weakened snow golem next to him. I'm just going to roll an unarmed attack really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Nat one.
No. I'm using reckless attack. I'm using reckless attack to give myself an advantage.
Get its ass!
Get its ass! Get its ass! Go
Yeah! Okay, you
for
can
damage
roll...
It's unarmed.
Well,
there is no roll, so 2 damage. It's 1 HP. He just holds up his arm and just thrusts it into the snow golem. Pulls out a lump of snow, and he wasn't kidding about the snow cone column. He's just gonna nibble on it.
Fatality.
Brutal! Hell yeah!
So we've got one person covered in potion, one person laughing maniacally with smoking fingers, and one person eating part of the enemy.
Yep. You haven't had lunch yet.
Jack, there is one more snow golem right next to you, if you want to do anything about that.
Does it look vicious at all? It looks kind of confused.
No, it's just kind of like... It doesn't know what to do anymore.
Jack's gonna
but
find a stick.
It's real beat up. It's like crumbling as it is. So
Jack's gonna find a stick off the ground and poke it into its face to give it a nose.
Oh, that's cute.
I like it.
Looking a lot more like a proper snowman rather than just this figure of snow and ice.
Man, I wish I had a hat on me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Chloe! Jack's gonna go grab your hat, or at least try.
And I
Hmm?
I suppose we can go ahead and drop initiative then, as we're coming to what would be Chloe's turn if she has any actions she wants to take, but otherwise, you know.
No, she's gonna toss her hat. So she's gonna toss her hat to Jack.
Oh shit, I thought you were gonna be, like, more... I thought you were gonna actually resist with that. Yay! She's gonna put it on the deck.
Yay! Alright,
Now there are
and...
3
my
Chloes
son.
running around here.
let's
God.
go back
Remember
to that
that.
roll I had you make, Ashland.
Uh-huh.
You got a 5. You pick up what isn't a potion bottle, like what was sticking out of its spine. This one was just kind of sunk into it, you suppose. You didn't see it because the liquid it was made of was pretty opaque.
Yeah.
But you pick up what doesn't look like a potion actually, but one of the drinks from the bar. It's
Huh.
we can thank Abby for a lot of these because she helped me figure out rewards. So thank you, Abby, for the future. If she ever gets to listen to this.
Thank you, Abby.
You pick up the fine elven green, which will give you let me copy this. And put it here. Alrighty, there you are. Let me go ahead and add the name of the drink at the top there too, just so you can have something to call it. There you go.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
And there are still more sitting within the pile of goopy snow if anybody else wants to pick some up as your rewards.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the battle is won.
Yay!
Good job, team. Let's go.
And the other snow golem is passively, slowly crumbling.
Oh, my son!
No!
I'd say Raddacted is going to check the drinks as well. It's a D12, you said?
Yes, indeed.
He's finally relaxing now that the fight's actually over. But the only reason his rage is going away is because he is going more than 6 seconds without attacking anything else. 10.
10. No, I might not have written this. I didn't port this one over to the doc, so I'm gonna have to pull it back up on the website. But I can close out these tabs actually.
All the fun effects.
You get. Hold on.
Please be something that, is satisfying to drink.
Okay, you actually do get a potion. You
Nice.
get a potion of greater healing.
Hey!
Oh.
No, that's great.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's very
hell
convenient
yeah.
So-
considering what I need right now.
Yeah.
Alright, I still need to
If you
heal you.
Well, did you want to do the healing so that I don't waste the drink instantly?
Yes. Yeah. I think at this point, Jack has probably, walked back over to the group. So sad that her new son is dead. She's wearing Chloe's hat now.
Damn. It's okay, Chloe's wearing
Yeah.
a different hat.
How did you
There's
get another?
yours.
No.
Redacted.
Oh, she's wearing her Andy Atterbone's hat.
Oh, hell yeah. Anyway, mass cure wounds while we're going through this.
Yay!
Yay!
My 1 5th level spell slot that I didn't use that whole game.
Woohoo!
Alright, everybody, what the fuck just happened to me? Anyway, that's a 3d8 for everybody.
Yay! Do we roll? Do you roll?
I'll roll.
Okay.
And Cayde, do you want to read off stuff while I'm doing this in the background? Or wait. No, you already read off stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't write off the exact effects of the Potion of Greater Healing, since it's a, base D&D item, but just for people listening who might not have used it, it is the second tier up from a basic healing potion, where you regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink this potion. So, there you go.
Yay!
Huzzah! That's a handy potion to have.
Wait. I
I
realized
didn't
rolled
read
the
off
wrong
the
dice.
fine elf in green either, actually. Now that I think about it, I just kind of copy pasted it. I forgot to. What the fine elven green does is you gain +2 to intimidation and insight rolls, and you get the attribute, or well, action, vicious rebuke, where once per hour before a creature you see attacks you, you can spend a reaction to berate them. If they understand your language, they must make a charisma saving throw with a DC of 16. Upon failing, the target takes 1d8 psychic damage and is stunned until the end of your next turn. And with the drink rewards, all of them, their effects last until a new drink is consumed, the player is put under spell effect to remove poison, or after 12 hours have passed.
Okay.
So there you go.
That's very cool.
Alright, does anybody else want to
Yes.
roll for a potion to drink?
Yes. Yes.
D12 for me, please.
6.
6. Okay. A 6. Okay. You also get a potion, actually, Chloe.
Ooh.
But not one that you think you've made, at least not recently, maybe. This is probably an effect of, one of your experiments, maybe. So, it's just not something you could have pulled from your lab anyways. Just, for flavor. It is a potion of polychromy.
Ooh.
Let me get this down.
Polychromy?
Yeah. When you drink this potion, you and everything you are wearing or carrying take on a rainbow-hued appearance for 1 hour. During that time, you can use a bonus action to turn any color or combinations of colors you choose. If you mimic the colors of your surroundings, your hues continually shift to match your surroundings, and you have advantage on dexterity, stealth checks until you change your color skin or the potion wears off.
That's so
Whoa.
cool.
You can
Potion
chameleon.
of
It's the
potion of
caramel
be-
dancing.
I was gonna say potion of become gay flag.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
It is Pride Month.
It is Pride.
Alternatively, you could drink this and then run around singing the Mario invincibility theme.
Yeah.
That's so
Okay.
fun.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a potion.
Do what?
Grab that potion.
Yeah,
I
grab
want
a
a
potion.
dink. I want a dink.
Yes.
Get that dink.
D12?
D12.
A 10.
10.
Then
I'm going to have to pull this one as well. Let me just see what it is in my list. Oh, wait.
didn't somebody
no,
else already get a 10?
Yeah. Raddacted also got a 10. So you also get a potion of greater healing, actually.
Alright, not bad.
Alright. So,
Awesome.
there we go. The job is done. And now you have to find your way out of here, because if you'll remember from the first session, the tunnel you came in from actually did collapse, so...
Yeah.
Oh shit, Harold!
Harold!
Wait. Oh yeah.
Jack's gonna
of
run
course.
back to the hallway where she
shit.
left him.
Harold is unharmed. Nobody's bothered him, actually. Nobody's around, really.
He was probably preening himself. Got all
Has he
messy.
buried himself in the fabric at all that
Yes,
Jack has
of
given him?
course.
Oh! Just like lifts up the piece of fabric to see Harold. Fight's over. I'm gonna need this back now. I'm fucking freezing. Jack's gonna taking back her makeshift cloak. Come on!
There's a couple beaks holding onto it.
Chloe, do you want to roll a strength contest?
Sure.
Alright, So I'm just gonna roll straight strength with Jack of all trades. That's a +2.
Damn!
Oh my god!
He does have multiple heads. He does have multiple heads.
He
Oh,
does have
wow.
multiple heads.
There's like 3 beaks that are holding onto it, and then you start tugging back, and then all 8 start tugging on it.
Damn it! Harold!
There's the sound of a couple boots clacking. Harold. Down. Down! I'll give you treats. I'll give you treats when we get home. I'll give you treats.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Harold, if you give me my makeshift cloak back, I can still carry you in there and you'll still be warm. It will be warmer. And cozier.
He gives up. He gives up and he lets go and does a little huff. Crosses his wings angrily.
Jack snatches it very quickly, and then is going to go through with her promise and offer if you want to be carried in the warm.
He looks a little upset. And then yeah, accepts.
Alright, he's getting picked up. He's in the cloak now.
Yay!
Chloe is standing there, very trying not to. Well, I don't know. Maybe you want to roll insight. I'm not going to tell you that.
I'm gonna roll inside.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Let's fucking go! Jack rolls good on insight for once in her life!
Oh no. Chloe's standing there looking like a sad wet cat because her baby was kidnapped and he's fine, but she wants to smother him, but she doesn't want anyone to see it. So she's just kind of standing there bursting with like big eyes.
Jack's gonna go up to Chloe and just kind of like get in her cloak so then she can also hug Harold.
Yeah, she gives in. Yeah. Big hugs and kisses and little kisses on his little foreheads. Like, I thought you were. I'm glad you were okay. I was so worried.
Hey, Raddacted. Can you make me big again?
I do have a spell slot still remaining.
Cool. Because I think I can get us out of here, so.
You know what? That sounds like a plan to me.
How tall exactly would Ashland get with enlarge?
Enlarge only doubles.
It doubles.
Height. So
Well,
Okay.
she would then be 12 feet 4 inches.
Yeah, mechanically, it's just doubling size. But the good news is, not only can I boost you up, but I don't think I'm going to be needing to use any other spells, so I'm going to toss out 2 first-level spell slots that I'm not using, give myself some more sorcery points. That'll give me 4 more sorcery points. I have a total of 7. Then I can use those sorcery points to extended spell the enlarge. Normally, the spell only lasts a minute, but every sorcery point I use doubles it up to 24 hours.
Dang!
Oh.
So I could theoretically make you big for as long as you want.
That is awesome.
Let me figure out how long that is.
Sorcerers, man. God, I need to play a sorcerer so bad. They're so
I hope
fun.
you're ready to have shit health.
4, 5, 7. So that'll be 128 minutes. That'll be 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Okay, sweet.
God damn.
12-foot tall Ashland
Yep.
gets her burrowing claws on and starts burrowing through the ceiling.
That's
She's
a
going
good use
up.
of spell slots.
Digging up is gonna take a while because these are mountains. I hope you realize.
This is why I made it last for 2 hours.
She has a burrowing speed of 40 feet for 6 seconds.
Oh my god.
This is true, I
Jesus
suppose.
Christ.
We can be
Okay.
patient. We're going through. And I made sure we could just keep on going.
You gave us a problem. We came up with
We
a
came up with
solution.
a solution.
Not the correct one, probably, but this is how DMing works. I'm sorry, I hate to break
Yeah,
it to you.
No,
Modern
it's okay.
problems require modern solutions.
Also, please consider the image of Kaiju Ashland breaking out of the mountain.
Like a fucking, like a fucking Godzilla movie or something.
Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Godzilla noises.
I'd say that it probably does take, with 40 feet burrowing speed, probably like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Not quite an hour or over, but it does take at least a good chunk of time.
Yeah, you still
but
got,
finally-
what, 23 minutes and an hour, 23 minutes?
But finally, you do burst from the top of the mountain range. Not quite the tippy top, but like, out from the surface.
How are we following?
Yes.
Are you going up?
Just hold on to her tail.
I was gonna say,
I thought
either
you were
it's a
like-
ramp, or
I was
I-
considering it like more of like at an incline, not
Chloe's
straight up.
flying. Chloe's not. No, Chloe's flying. She breaks out her wings and is like, peck this.
yeah. I mean, if you're cool with me grabbing onto your tail, I'll hold on to the tail.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm kind of holding Harold. How do I do that?
Tie yourself on.
I can hold you both, Jack. I can hold you.
Mhm.
and Harold.
Okay.
Harold's light. Goose feathers.
How light are you?
Are you sure you can carry me?
Well,
Like, I'm not heavy, but like... Looks at Chloe.
I also have enlarge reduce, and it goes the other way.
It lasts like a minute, doesn't it?
How long does polymorph cast? I don't know if I want to be tiny. An hour? Yeah, that'll do. Fuck this. Jack's gonna gently put down Harold.
What are you gonna polymorph into?
Oh, that got cut out, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna turn into a cat. Or like a crow. Actually, you know what? Crow. Crow's better. She's a bird now.
My two birds.
You're two birds.
Two birds, one Chloe.
If Chloe's got her wings on, does this mean Chloe's the big bird?
Chloe, a big bird carrying the two little birds. That's really funny.
Meanwhile, Raddacted is just gleefully, like, for a while, it's like being dragged along by Ashland's tail, but eventually he manages to heft himself up, so it's more like he's riding the tail.
Yeehaw!
Please tell me that Harold's trying to preen Jag while they're going up.
Oh, he's absolutely like preening.
Nibble,
There's
nibble, nibble,
preening.
nibble,
There's a
nibble,
lot of like a lot of little clucks and chatters.
Oh my gosh.
They bond.
Oh.
How long? Wait, how long?
think
It's an
Jack-
hour.
Yeah, but she can
Uh,
always recast it too. She's got enough spell slots for it to last for 2.
Hmm.
I'm
It
Uh
gonna
oh.
only
say,
takes
plus
45
the-
minutes to break out.
It takes 45
Yeah.
minutes. Is that what we determined?
Yeah,
Okay, great. Because
yeah.
I only have a flying speed for an hour.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Once you burst
This
forth
is
from
crazy.
the
This
surface.
is crazy, you guys. This is so nuts. I love you guys. Okay, keeps going, Cayde. Sorry.
That's okay. I was just going to ask, what's the next course of action then? Because you're still
Stay
in
big,
the fridge.
wings.
I was gonna
What?
say we should probably find our way back to the Vegestrian village, and maybe
Vegestrians.
explain what was going on.
All right,
Tell
and
them
weren't
that
we
they don't
promised a
need to-
reward?
True, that is also the case. Yeah, they did
Alright.
promise us a reward.
But could Ashland could put the burrowing claws away, bring out her wings, and then just fly back still big.
Really big bird.
Really?
Really big bird.
All-terrain Ashland.
All-terrain Ashland!
So, heading
Oh.
back to the village?
I was gonna say, considering the bird transformation and Chloe's wing speed both only last an hour for Jack and Chloe, I imagine Raddacted is going to try and help them get up onto Ashland's back.
Oh my
Yay.
gosh. Yay!
This is real
Piggyback.
Guys, I
fly.
don't know about this one.
Fly, we fools.
I see nothing wrong
I've never
with
been
this.
afraid of heights, but God, does this not feel safe.
It's
Ashland
fine.
resists the urge to do a barrel roll.
I should turn back into a bird. I feel like I won't die that way.
God, I need to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
I think you do make it back to the village without incident. And when you return, you actually see that some of the imposters, the tavern imposters, had made their way back to the village during your fight with Alchemical. You can see Coriander and Paprika there. As well as you can see, one that looks like shortcake, but the ears are noticeably a more eggplant shade than they're like lavender. You can see there is a Jack that looks more like she's made out of like some sort of squash, maybe, with the yellow hue of her skin. Stuff like that.
Gosh.
But yeah.
Redacted's wondering if whoever's copying him is using a lettuce leaf. Because it's two-dimensional. Oh.
Can we see lettuce down there?
I think like some heads turn your way as you return to the village, but nobody really seems
especially with the
quite
giant
so
mouth.
frightened before. A little bit unnerved, maybe, especially as you like with how large Ashland is right now. But I do think by the time that you get to the Vegestrian village, it's about time that Enlarge should be wearing off.
Yeah.
And your praises aren't exactly sung because still people are a little bit wary and not sure what to make of you, but there are some respectful and grateful nods thrown your way by some people, and you can see the sort of the food imposters just kind of waving to you.
Jack waves back.
I think Coriander and Paprika do actually come up, though, as you start to head into the village. And they're like, I think Paprika is like, we're sorry about all that. And Coriander says, yeah, we didn't really, we didn't think that he'd be so, yeah.
Yeah, you got manipulated bad style. It's
Mhm.
yeah, I don't blame you. Wait, was that redacted? Sorry.
You're fine, you're fine.
But,
I didn't really think to say anything.
But Is he,
He's dead.
Yeah.
okay.
He was. He didn't belong here either.
Melted
Yeah, I
and
mean-
can go.
Oh, okay. Well, this surely won't live on my conscience for the rest of my days. Anyways,
Does this place have a therapist? Actually, that's a
what's that?
Oh.
Yikes.
That
Okay.
is a no.
Harold can help.
I think Paprika looks at Harold as you say that, and then looks away because she's
Yeah.
the one that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So, is the elder in right now? Do you know?
Oh, yeah. I actually saw him with Coriander just a second ago while I was bringing Coriander back, but now I've actually got to get back to my own place.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Be
Sorry
more
for the
careful
trouble.
about
Glad
who
you
you
guys
listen
are okay.
Oh,
Be more careful about who you listen to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And whenever it does come to be your time for enlightenment, I hope it goes well for you.
Oh, well, I don't believe in all the enlightenment stuff. I'm not a vegestrian. I'm actually a fruitager.
huh.
And she taps her cantaloupe beaks.
I
Huh.
didn't know you had different belief systems. That's
Well,
my
I mean,
bad.
it's the elder who came up with all that enlightenment stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Not my elder, certainly.
Hmm.
But Coriander and I kind of became friends during this whole fiasco, so I decided
That's
I'd,
fair, that's fair.
walk her back.
It does get
Anyways.
redacted thinking, though.
Well, thanks, I guess. And Coriander's like, yeah, thanks, I suppose. You guys, get to wherever you need to go safely, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
You too.
Hope you stay safe. Generally.
I'll try. Yeah, you don't gotta worry about me.
That's all I can really hope for.
Well, see you guys around, and Paprika gives Coriander a pat on the back with one wing and starts to head off into the distance. Well,
Sunset.
Coriander just kind of gives you guys a thumbs up and starts walking towards one of the houses. With some other, like, Cornish-looking Vegestrians who kind of welcome her back with open arms.
Their bodies may still be different, but at least they're still being welcomed back. That's always good.
Yeah, and who knows? I mean, if
Yeah.
they could be changed in the first place, maybe they'll find a way to change back. Or
Still
maybe they'll
haven't-
like their new forms, I don't
I'm not
know.
really sure how these guys work. I mean, are these like the things that we eat? Like, are these the same ones, or is this like a different
I'm
dimension?
choosing not to think about that.
Yeah,
I've been
also,
thinking
Chloe,
about that way too
Chloe,
much.
What?
Chloe,
I don't like your tone of voice.
Chloe.
I don't.
Chloe, we need to buy a new fridge.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do!
No, we don't. This one's just
Well,
fine.
half the time the fridge doesn't even guess what
Are we
That
gonna have to
has
keep it
people
plugged
in
in?
it.
This one doesn't. This might not be my fridge. Maybe this is someone else's fridge.
So we need a new fridge!
I don't have the
I'm
money.
gonna start budgeting.
I don't have the money.
Hmm?
I don't have the money. I
Yeah, that's what budgeting's for.
don't want to budget.
We're
Redacted just gives
saving
it-
up for a new fridge.
No.
Redacted just gives Ashland a bit of a deadpan glance, like. I just want some
Permission
lunch."
to grab Jack and Chloe under an arm and start walking to the elder.
Uh huh.
They will continue arguing.
Yeah, they will.
Please drag them.
Yeah. The glance was received and action was taken.
Yeah, that's pretty good by redacted standards. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's just go meet the elder. These two.
Yay! We're off to the elder.
The elder's place actually seems to be kind of bustling with both, the food imposters and also just regular Vegestrians kind of in a tizzy about this whole thing. But you can make your way past
Excuse
the
me,
crowd.
pardon me through. I'm coming through.
Yeah.
Excuse me, pardon.
I do think
Good.
the crowd kind of parts for you guys.
Now
as
watch
you
out for your
entered.
leaps there. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Just gonna open this.
If it is still crowded, Redacted's kind of just shifting sideways to get through everybody. Advantages of being UPAN.
Yes.
True.
And the elder, when you get inside, the elder is currently talking to a little beat person who's like, my cousin is still like, they look really, really weird, and I don't know what to do about it. And the elder's like, yes, I know, we're going to get it sorted, we're figuring it out as we can, but this is they've only just come back to us. We need to take our time. And then they glance up and look at you, and they're like, "Oh, you're back."
Redacted gives a friendly wave.
Oh, is the deed done?
Yep.
Or oh, wonderful.
I did
Ashton
have
sets Jack and Chloe down.
Yeah, I figure Redacted's gonna step forward to speak with the elder. He's like, yeah, that monster was trying to be a danger to both our worlds. It wanted, whatever it was, it wanted to basically overthrow our entire reality.
Yeah, he sucked.
And replace
Oh.
everybody in it. And that would have definitely halted the whole cycle of enlightenment thing that you've got going on.
No, I can't imagine that would have gone well for anyone.
No.
Mm-mm.
He was basically promising that people would get to see the beyond early, basically getting to go to the beyond and taking our places. But that wouldn't really work out. The beyond isn't a physical plane like your world is. It's more of a spiritual place. You wouldn't be able to survive there in a mortal state.
Jack's just like looking at Redacted, just like, what the fuck are you on about? Like, she's not saying anything yet, but she's giving him that look.
Redacted doesn't want to arise suspicion in them. It's fine.
Mhm.
Do you want to actually roll me?
I can
I'll
roll
give
persuasion.
you. Yeah, I was gonna say either deception or persuasion,
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
because I can see it going either way.
Because I have a +7 to the
That's a 9. The elder
dear.
gives you a look like they don't really believe what you're saying, and they're kind of judging you, but trying to pretend they're not judging you.
It's
I'm just trying to say that, there's no
Redacted,
reason to go see it early.
I don't think it's a good idea to lie to them. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
Then what? I don't feel like.
We can just tell them what the beyond is. It's warm. That's what you need to know. It's warm, and you might rot out there.
You will rot out there.
You will rot out there. The only reason we're from that beyond place, and the only reason why we survive is because we need to stay warm to live. Like, you guys need to stay cold to live. It's like that.
Oh,
If we stay in here for too long, we'll
see.
probably die
Oh,
of hypothermia.
this does change some things, but either way, thank you all for what you've done here today. At the very least, we do have our people back to us. And that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to help.
I'm supposing that you're going to want that reward, and
I mean, we already kind of got a little reward from.
You're getting a hand over your mouth.
I guess we do need that new. All right, what are you thinking?
well, like I said, our currency, I suppose you could call it, what we use to trade with the fruitagers across the way. And he goes over to a little box made out of styrofoam, I suppose, almost like a deal box. But it looks like it's been made smaller to fit the room better. And they open the box and reach into it, and with their hands clasped together, they go up to. I'll go ahead and say they go up to Chloe. And they say, "Here, for your troubles." And in your hands, they place a handful of rice.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
She stares at it for a second. Thank you.
Of course, it's the least I could do. You've done us a great favor today.
Are they big grains of rice compared to us?
Our pleasure.
Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes.
She gives the rice to Jack.
Safe. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jack will graciously accept this gift.
After, kind of flubbing his, little dramatic speech thing, he's just kind of looking uneasy. He's not gonna, say anything.
Oh, poor Raddacted.
Don't worry, it's not because he's embarrassed, it's because he can't get his mind off of the lack of lunch.
Oh, poor guy.
He's had to deal with a whole mountain climbing adventure. He's ready to just bite into something, and it's not safe to do that here.
But you like a grain of rice, my friend.
He just if Jack is offering, then he's just gonna take it and shove the whole thing in his mouth. Like his cheeks just stretched a bit. Ignore that I'm eating your money.
The elder, you say that as the elder is giving you like a bit of a wide-eyed stare, very caught off guard. Strange fellow you've got there with you. Anyways.
Trust me, this isn't the people that we're with. We get way stranger. This is tame. Don't worry about it.
That's true.
Well, I won't question it.
Best to not.
That's for the best.
I suppose you'll be getting on to other places then.
Yeah, the whole freezing to death thing.
Yeah, I'm fucking freezing.
I do suppose that is quite a predicament there. Oh.
That's a missing arm, don't worry about it.
The rice made a noise.
Crickets in here.
Crickets?
The rice?
The rice!
The rice?
Rice!
Is that the sound that rice makes?
You look back down at the rice in your hands, and they're more of the bug snack things.
Oh my god!
Raddacted does not take the one that he ate out of his mouth.
No! Your money's alive! Oh dear! Oh, hello.
Well, yes, we trade them as not just currency, but also livestock.
Oh! Fascinating. Alright.
Anyways. take care on your next endeavors, I suppose. I do hope you get back to your home realm safely.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
We'll
that is
try our
the
best.
next
Thank you so much.
challenge.
Stay ripe.
You too, my
Oh.
friend. You too.
Oh my. Ooh.
Chloe gives them a finger gun and then walks out the door.
Oh my god. Oh.
Charisma
Raddacted
1000.
follows.
if it weren't like the end of the game, I would be giving you inspiration for that one. Actually,
Damn.
I like that one a lot.
That was
It's
good.
been-
I mean,
Can she get
It's
a
not
free
too
pair
late
of
to make another
sunglasses?
roll.
Can she get a free? She can get a free pair of sunglasses that appear
She
instead?
can get a free pair of sunglasses. You don't know what they're doing in the fridge. They're not made of food, but they're yours.
Cool.
oh
Did
my
Lewis put his
gosh.
sunglasses in the fridge?
She tilts them down and looks over the top. No? Why would you think that? And then she keeps walking.
Alright,
Well,
But
so do we just,
I-
like, Ashland asking the others, so do we just, like, enter the light? Do we go to the light?
Shit, I guess.
I was about to say, as you're exiting the elder's house, you do see a light beginning to shine in the distance as the fridge door is opening,
Oh,
ever so slowly.
hmm.
we
Oh,
should
that's
go.
our cue.
Let's running? Are we
Redacted-
running?
As we're running, Redacted just takes a big gulp, like, I do not regret eating the rice meat.
Rice shaped shape
Rice
going down his
shape?
throat.
You can kind of see the barbarian in his eyes leaking through.
Well, it looks like someone's gonna be making cricket noises for the next day.
No, I chewed. That's gonna be quiet.
Oh,
Okay. Oh. All right then.
all right.
Anyways, you make it to like this giant wall of light where the fridge door now sits open. And I suppose do you all like hop through? Do you go at it at once, or just kind of one after the other?
I mean,
Hmm.
does it matter?
I'm a going. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
going. She's
Yeah.
not waiting for
I'll
anyone.
go one at a time,
Redacted
or at least
is
wait
just
for the others.
closely following because he also just wants
Yeah.
to exit.
Ashland will head out last, if that's okay.
Got it, boys.
Alrighty then. Chloe, as you're the first out, you enter this big, bright light, and for a moment you are entirely blinded because it is just this wall of light. And then you find yourself spilling out onto the kitchen floor, just kind of tumbling over. Well, actually, give me a dex save to see if you don't tumble over.
Can't ask your question breaks.
No, I
Yay!
give thumbs up.
Ask it for the audience.
Okay. Well, she waits to go last so she can scoop up a snowball before she
Nice.
heads through.
Yay!
Okay.
It's a 13 for Dex.
Yeah. With the 13, I think that you managed to not quite fall out of the fridge, but you do kind of have to catch yourself on hands and knees, as you just kind of exit the fridge, and you hear a very confused above you.
Uh-oh. She looks up.
There's Shortcake standing, holding the fridge door open, and looking down at you very confusedly.
Oh, hey.
What?
Sorry, did you want something from the fridge?
And Raddacted, I'm gonna need you to do a dex save as well, and hopefully not land on top of Chloe.
Well, she hasn't moved, so that's gonna be a Nice.
18. I'd say
Nice.
18,000 actually.
Yeah.
You managed to just kind of like stumble your way out of the fridge and very carefully, like very quickly dodge Chloe on the floor. And Shortcake's just kind of like he glances over and then does a double take, like, what the fuck? And then Jack, your deck
Don't
save.
Oh my god! Alright, what's your modifier, girl? You rolled shit! I mean, it's still a 10 because she has a +8, but that's a natural 2!
Oh.
Can we please just take the 2?
Yeah, no, I mean, even with the 10, I do say that with Chloe right in front of the fridge, you definitely fall on Chloe.
Great.
She falls on her face and on Chloe.
Yeah.
My hat! Can I get my hat?
Jack!
Oh, hi,
Ashland,
Shortcake! Ow!
Ah! Oh.
Ashland, your deck save, please.
Okay, Ashland is approaching your location. 16.
16. I'd say that you like don't fall on top of them, but you do kind of stumble and nearly trip over yourself trying to dodge them as they are in a heap right in front of the fridge as you exit.
Actually,
Great dismount, guys. Great dismount.
Silly question. Does this mean Harold was the last to follow us through?
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
was he still in anyone's arms or was he just following?
Would y'all have let him go?
I mean, at that point, he
I
probably
mean-
could have walked on his own, yeah.
Yeah,
Does
Jack did
Harold
want to keep
need
him
to make a
warm,
dex
though.
save?
He doesn't like to be held for, like,
Oh,
super
okay.
long periods of time. He probably would have taken it to get warm, and then as soon as he got warm, he would have wriggled out like a child.
I see. Then yeah, no, I don't think anyone was holding Harold.
Alrighty then. Can I get a little deck save for Harold just for flavor?
What is Harold's goose? Hold on. I had a stat block for him somewhere, but oh yes. Yes. Oh. Alright, okay. Alright, Harold.
Yay!
17. Okay, yeah. Harold makes it out just fine. He just kind of hops out with like a little flutter of wings, I suppose. And just kind of, he's doing fine. He's chilling.
We found the chef.
He got kidnapped.
Says
In the fridge.
Shortcake as he's just kind of like looking at you all very bewildered and like caught off guard.
Hey, by the way, considering, like, I don't think Jack healed anyone to full. I think everyone looks like they're still, like, they just had a fight, like, an hour ago.
Yeah.
Jack has a few scorch marks from the fireball.
Yeah, don't go in there. It's weird. Do not go in there. Actually, don't take
We need a
anything
new
out of there
fridge.
either.
Don't.
Well, I wasn't planning on going in there, but like,
Just-
what?
We need a new fridge.
We need a new fridge.
We need a new fridge.
This
Do
fridge
we
is fine
just-
for now. This fridge is
Do we
fine
just
for
do we just keep this like hooked up to power?
yeah. It's my fridge. I'm not getting rid of this one. If you guys
We're
want a
putting
new
a
fridge,
lock
you
on
can
it.
get a new one. No,
I'm gonna
locking
put
it.
a lock on it.
No,
I'm putting a lock on it.
no,
I'm
no.
gonna tell Lewis everything about this, and he's gonna agree with me, and we're gonna put a lock.
Jack, this is how I visit the past. Sometimes. I don't want to lock it up. It's my time traveling device.
Well, then only open it for time traveling, and don't use it as a fridge.
Okay. Real
it's
quick,
also good as
Ashton's
a
going to
fridge.
step out of the kitchen, back into the bar area,
Huh?
and dang, okay. She's going to throw a snowball and miss.
And
What
with a
was he-
16?
Yeah,
What was she throwing a snowball at?
Who?
runs back into the kitchen and hides under the table. Damn it!
Hello.
He's trying to bean Meadow with a snowball.
Good luck with that.
Raddacted's just kind of watching as Jack and Chloe continue to argue about the fridge, and he's just gonna be like, "Hey, Harold, where's the pantry?"
Harold's gonna start taking you over to the pantry.
Yeah, I need something. I need something.
Nods.
Like, rice grain's good, but it's just 1 grain of rice.
Again. Nods.
Yeah, let's get some actual food.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Harold, are you gonna need any help? Cause it's, like, you've been gone for, like, a good few hours. It's, like, dinner time. What happened?
He starts
I'm
freaking
We're
out.
ordering takeout.
He starts freaking out.
We're ordering takeout.
Wait, takeout?
Yeah,
I mean, we
we're
could do
not.
Can we order takeout for the entire tavern?
Well, maybe not
Pizza
the
party.
entire tavern. Pizza party. Wait,
Yeah, we
Meadow
have-
has that infinite pizza box. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Wait.
That was what I suggested at the beginning of all this.
Yeah, but we still need to get my
Flung
beautiful
around,
goose
he is
back.
upset.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Harold just got kidnapped. I don't think we should make him.
Harold could use a day off, I think.
Kidnapped by... What the hell happened?
Oh yeah, sure, Cayde.
Fridge
There's a whole
adventure.
like place inside the fridge. It's like where the fridge is, but it's alive. And they took Harold, and they were planning on coming out and replacing all of us, but we stopped them. So you're welcome.
Yeah, they weren't really doing a great job of it anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway,
kinda
all of
sucked.
all of the food that was in the fridge is apparently sapient, and Raddacted's
And
just gonna
alive.
walk back into the pantry after saying that, and not waiting for the reaction.
Okay, he just kind of like, kind of uncertainly shuts the fridge door, and as soon as he does that, the rattling and groaning sound that it was making before stops, and it sounds like it's running normally again.
Oh my god, did that fix the fucking fridge?
Yeah, probably. See, I told you, it's not broken.
We're still buying a new fridge.
No.
I also vote on buying a new
Yeah.
fridge if that's like what
I'd like to not eat sapient things.
Yes.
He stops and goes into the pantry after Raddacted.
Hey, get me some bread while you're at it.
You got it, Jack.
Thank you.
There's a thumbs up sticking out of the pantry. And as Jupe's back inside, as Shortcake gets himself something to eat. And unless anybody else has something to add, I think that this is a decent place to end our game.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yay! That was so good.
Pizza party for the tavern! Woo!
Pizza party for the tavern.
That was-
I hope
I had such a good time. I had such a good time playing in
That
my
was so
space
much
as a
fun.
player, and I was.
I'm gonna
Great.
give you the chance to do it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
And I do hope you enjoyed. I hope all of you had a good time with this.
This was so fucking fun. Cayde, the world building goes
Yes!
crazy.
Like what? Like you went so hard for a fridge. For a fridge.
I just did what I thought would be fun and funny.
It was very fun and very awesome.
It was so good.
That was so much fun.
Thank you. Anyways, let's say goodbye to all our listeners, past, present,
Yes.
well, not present, and future.
There's no one else in here.
Yes.
Well, Hex was here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hex.
But anyways,
Thank you, Egg.
goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go play Del.